welcome you all back to the channel. Happy to see you all once again in another video. So today's video is going to be the UE complete guide and tutorial video. Also, I will share you the tips and tricks on how to play her. So first, let us look at her passive. When UE uses her abilities 1 and 2, it gives 1 stack for each ability, which can be seen below your HP bar. When she gains 2 stacks, her ability 1 and 2 are enhanced and their cooldown is refreshed. For enhanced abilities, you can use either the skill 1 or skill 2 but can't able to use both. These enhanced abilities deal double the damage of your normal S1 and S2. On using her ability 1, UE unleashes 2 blades in the targeted direction, dealing damage to the enemies in the path. Then the blades converge or meets at a close range, dealing double damage to the enemies who are in the converging point. So for the enhanced skill 1, she will unleash 4 blades which converge at the same distance, and the enemies will suffer 4 into damage in the converging point. So her S2 deals the same amount of damage with the same mechanism. The only difference is its range. So her S2 basically has a longer range than her S1. So if the enemies are near you, S1 helps. If they are afar, then S2 helps. The same 4 into damage in the converging point, but at a far distance. Her ultimate has a unique passive of its own, which increases UE's vision distance by 15%. When you learn this skill for the first time, your vision distance increases. When she uses her ultimate, she deals damage to the enemies in front of her and knocks them back. At the same time, she also moves back a certain distance. Can be effectively used when the enemy assassins target you. So now friends, let me share you some tips and tricks on how to play her. So UE is not a normal harass damage mage, because her abilities won't deal the continuous damage. It is one shot, or if you miss it, you don't deal any damage. That is the one thing. So unlike other mages, UE has like a different mechanism. So you can stand at the back of the pack and you can just use your S1 and S2 to deal a lot of damage to the enemies. You shouldn't enter into the team fight. If your teammates are fighting inside a battle, then you shouldn't go inside with them. You should be dealing a lot of damage standing at the back of your team. So you can see the UE's ultimate pushes the enemies, right? So if you are inside a team fight, then 2 or 3 maybe they can target you and the marksman. So you can push one with your ultimate, then the other 2 can kill you. So the thing is, UE can just deal highest damage when the enemies are in a far distance. But if they come closer, then she can't do much. Maximum the death will occur. So you have to try to maintain a perfect safe distance from your enemy teammates. So due to her high damage dealing potential in the late games, she can easily maybe she can one shot enemy heroes easily. It comes with a drawback, right? So she also got one-shotted easily. So in a team fight or in any fights, if you met with a stun or in any situation, then it will be the last of you. So you can't do anything after that. So if you used your ultimate for any other purposes, then there will be no chances of escaping. And another one thing guys, you cannot use your ultimate to jump over the walls. Yes, you can't jump over the walls using your ultimate. It is a very bad thing according to me. So otherwise she is perfect as she is. And also the talent you can use is only flicker, because any other talent would be a waste for her. So the main thing of her is to keep the distance from the enemies and deal as much as damage she can. Also try to hit the enemies with your converging point attacks. See the damage they deal. So if one of the fangs touch the enemies, then it will deal a very low amount of damage. If the converging point hits the enemies, then it is like a lot of damage to them. So you can just easily one shot them. Now with the combos. So if the enemies try to attack you from near, you can just push them like this and use your S2. That is the perfect distance they will pushed off. So even if they buy the gilded greaves, they will travel the same distance. So even they have some resistance also, they will be pushed that much distance. So if the assassins tries to kill you, if it is a squishy assassin like Kriknak, Kira or any others, so you can just push them and use your S1 in case if they try to attack you again. So if you miss your ultimate, then there will be no chances of escaping, guys. So don't ever try to waste your ultimate. So you have to wait patiently to make them come near you. So okay. So for the equipments, this is the common equipment everyone use for her. Like flashy boots give you around 15% cooldown reduction in the early games. It is very useful for her. And if you want to build her with anti-heal, you can just swap the boomstick with Tome of Reaper. And if you need lifesteal, you can just change the Arctic Orb to Ria's Blessing. This is the Arcana I use for her with 10 Nomad, 10 Vampire and 10 Hexa. So this is the enchantment I use for her. I mean, this is the common enchantment and it is the Sanctum of Light which gives you extra damage on the first hit. So coming to the conclusion part. So as I said before, you have to keep the distance between you and your enemies and deal as much as damage standing back of your team. So UV is useful when your team already has some crowd control heroes. So she can't do much of the crowd control. So you should depend on your teammates to do the crowd control thing. So it is very hard with the mage without any crowd control abilities. So it will be not very useful in the team fights. But she can deal a lot of damage. That is the one thing she can do. So try to help your teammates by dealing a lot of damage by perfectly using your S1 and S2. So it can deal a lot of damage and it will be very helpful for them. So that's all for today's video, friends. Hope you all enjoyed it. So if you find this video entertaining and helpful, kindly hit the like button and share it with your friends. And also do not forget to subscribe and don't miss out the future contents. So see you all in the next video. Until then, bye bye and have a great day, friends.